Hey, guys. Kevin, you look really serious right now. Are you locked in for this show?
I really am. There's 60 days till NFL. I got a lot of fancy draft requests. I'm wearing my Raiders black. Like I said, I love, the Valentine's Day look that you're bringing. That's happiness. And then Ryan Dempster applied to TCU when he was younger, but he ended up signing with the Rangers in the second round and went on to play in big leagues and hit 0.99 in the show, but won 99 games in the show. So it was kind of, he's definitely not Ohtani by any means here. You know what I'm saying? He's not that two-way
This is my floral
star.
shirt today. I'm wearing this. I'm going the Blues Traveler tonight, so I'm going to wear this down on the river.
Oh,
Really?
yes. Karaoke.
Yeah, the Mountains win again.
Great song,
We have a great show coming up. Francisco Alvarez is going to join us in just a little bit. But before we preview today, let's look back to yesterday when 12 teams scored 10-plus runs. It was wild. It tied a mark set on May 30th, 1884. And just one shy of the record of 13 teams scoring 10-plus runs on a single day, which happened back on the 4th of July in 1894. So with all those runs that were scored yesterday, which was your favorite run, Dem?
So many. I could have went Canadian and went Josh Naylor, but at the All-Star game, we had Nolan Arenado on, and I love Nolan Arenado. I love him as a human, the way he plays the game. And listen, things are tough in St. Louis, and he goes out there, and you have these moments where you're trying to search, and boom, walk-off, 3-run home run. RBIs, number 69, 70, 71, Nolan Arenado. Thank you very much for joining us. We love you on the program. Congratulations on your walk-off yesterday.
Well, I'm going to go with my guy that I went with yesterday, Sierra, Encarnacion Strand with a pinch hit homer. And this is what it's about right here. Boom! I mean, I'm going to tell you right now, big fella's got some pop. He got some pop. You're going to be seeing him circle those pillows a lot in the future. So that was my favorite run of last night of all the runs.
And it wasn't because you did your Indeed player resume on him at all?
Maybe a little bit. That's a little biased, just like you have favorites in my children, and Karis Grace, my youngest, is my favorite. I let them know all the time. I mean, there's favorites, and that's my favorite.
Do you have a favorite child too, Dem?
Yeah, probably, honestly, but I can't say it right now. Well, no, you know what? None of them are watching, and they're not listening. So, Brady, you get the nod today. Brady Dempster gets it.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. Okay. Fair enough. All right, Brady, I hope you're watching. NTT Ballpark Cam turned on in Atlanta, where the Braves and D-backs have the second game in a 3-game set tonight. The D-backs won in an absolute slugfest on Tuesday, overcoming deficits of 5-0, 11-8. 13-12, with Geraldo Perdomo breaking a 13-13 tie in the 9th with a 2-run double. This game, you guys, it had a little bit of everything. So, Dem, let's just come right out and ask, was this the game of the year?
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to say yeah. Like, I love that game earlier in the year between, coincidentally, the Braves were in that as well. So either way, the Braves have played in the game of the year. But when they played against Cincinnati and Ellie De La Cruz had the cycle that he hit for with the triple to end it. But this game yesterday, first of all, super proud of Torey Lovullo and the boys because, listen, they didn't get out of the All-Star break like they wanted to. And like all those leads you talked about that they had to come back from, Atlanta seemed like they kept, chipping away and they were going to win it. And then here they come again, and here come the D-backs. Christian Walker, 2 home runs, the 5 RBIs, all that stuff. So that's a big character win when you go against a team like that and you have an outright slugfest and a lot of action, a lot of different things, stolen bases, extra base hits, home runs. So a really, really action-packed, fun game to watch down there in Atlanta.
Yeah, and I'm going to tell you right now, Ryan, and these are those little teeter-totter, who's going to quit, who's going to fold, and neither team folded, and Arizona came up on top. And this is the character of this club. They were really hot. They were leading this division, and the Dodgers kind of keep creeping, take this lead. The Giants are better than they were last year, and we'll talk about them in a little bit. But Arizona, they're a team that's got to prove to themselves that we're going to go through a little bit of this, but we are a darn good ball club, and we fear no nobody, and we believe in our abilities. And that game last night showed you that this is a pretty good ball club. Atlanta on a 3-game losing streak. We haven't heard that in a long time. They give up 30 runs, and before that, they only gave up 30 runs in their last 12 games before that. So it's just this little swings that go on, but the great teams kind of go through and they get out. You never see this big drop-off, and right now, Arizona, it has the potential. You know, when you go into Atlanta, you're like, oh, my God, here we go, because they rake. And you can't score enough. They scored enough last night, so tip your hat to Arizona and Torey Lovullo in a nice 16-run performance.
NL West is going to be so tough down the stretch. D-backs entered the day 2.5 games back of the first-place Dodgers. And the last time, Ryan, you just mentioned it, that I asked you guys this question, if it was the game of the year, here it is. That Elly De La Cruz game with the cycle. I don't know. For me, okay, I'm a Diamondbacks fan, but this might take the cake for me, Kevin.
Yeah, I mean, this is probably the game because we were so excited just to see De La Cruz come on surface, and then we saw the 473-foot home run, and he looked at the dugout and gave you this with the chains. I'm like, whoa. And he's throwing 100 miles an hour across the infield, and he's stealing bases. And then we saw the game in Milwaukee. But that game right there, that was pretty awesome. I mean, to hit for the cycle, because I did it 0 in my life, and I'm 51. I'm still looking for it. I haven't even done it in softball, Sierra. Well, I can't run anymore because my legs might fall off. You know, when you get old, they just get so old. But that was probably the game because of that moment. But I'm going to tell you right now, the Braves, you can just put them on any game, and it seems like it's an exciting game watching Acuna from number 1 all the way down to 9.
Why don't we keep talking about the Reds? NTT Ballpark Cam turned on in Cincinnati, where the Giants are in town. And it's San Francisco that is red these days, as in red hot. They have won 7 in a row. They have the first wild card spot in the NL and trail the Dodgers in the West by just a game and a half. Kevin, in our production meeting, we were asking how different this team is from the 2021 Giants squad that rattled off 107 wins to win the division. So my question to you, how far do you see this Giants team going?
Yeah, this is a very scary Giants club. We haven't talked a whole lot about this Giants club. Gabe Kapler sitting over there with a show beard, show body, hasn't mixed in some chocolate probably on a Sunday as he chews it and spits it out. He's very regimented that way, which means his team is very regimented. You're not going to outmanage Gabe Kapler. You're not going to sneak up on him. One thing about him, he's prepared. He's as well prepared as anybody in the big leagues. And so is this team and this bullpen. They just close games out. They're like the old 10, 12, and 14 World Series champion Giants when Bochy had that bullpen. And then it's kind of like this club. They score when they have to, and they do the little things, and then they come close this game out. And that's kind of the preparation of this front office. And you got Kapler, and you got this club. And once again, a little confidence. This is a 3-headed monster sitting there. And everybody's been waiting for San Diego, but San Francisco's kind of taking the place of San Diego as Arizona started off up front. And Dodgers, we didn't know what happened. They had their injuries. And we're sitting here talking about Arizona, and San Diego when they start. San Francisco's been plugging away. Boom. Winning ball games, closing ball games. And that bullpen's tough. So, yeah, they're more like the 2021 Giants when they won 103 than the 2022 Giants when they had a little hiccup.
Yeah, and to
Brian,
piggyback on what you were talking
where are you
about,
going?
too,
Where are you going? You keep on.
I keep disappearing on you. It's a magic trick. I used to do magic when I was a young guy with the Marlins, and so it's a whole thing we can do out here.
I was there.
See, check this out. Watch this. Ready? You guys see this? Check this out. There goes my thumb.
Go.
You know. But anyways, the Giants have been absolutely unbelievable. Hey, the thing I love about this lineup, okay, is it's not always the same person doing it. It's been somebody else that's contributing. Like, their pitching's been really, really good. Their starting rotation's good. Logan Webb, Alex Cobb, and then you get to their bullpen with the Rogers brothers and Duvall. But their lineup, it's been somebody else for like a week at a time, whether that's Yastrzemski one week or Jock Peterson, Tyro Estrada. You know, it's always been J.D. Davis who's been on the show. I'll tell you what, did you see that ball that Austin Slater hit last night? The home run he hit off the smokestacks from a right-handed hitter? That's something that Adam Dunn or Ken Griffey Jr. would have done in that ballpark. So they got thump. They're doing it. They don't strike out a lot. They're playing good defense. They got depth. They're just a good ball club. And we've been, like you said, it's been Dodgers and D-backs. And that's kind of what we've been talking about. And here's the Giants. They've just been doing their thing. So it's just really, really a good ball club. And they're prepared. And they're just fine floating under the radar. I'll just keep winning games. You just pull your thumb up. It's in the wrong spot.
How do you do it?
Close down on it.
Show it to me.
So what happens is you go like this, right? Grab your thumb just like that. You see your thumb right there? And then you just pull it off. Right? And then you don't have a thumb there. And then you just pop it back on, and then you just go like that. And then there it is. It's a simple magic trick.
Okay.
By the way, good job, Kevin. You nailed it. I tricked you guys.
Thank you.
Giants are only 1 game back now of the Dodgers with the Blue Crews.
They're rolling.
Today.
Look out west.
Yeah, look out west.